Like
You
how
didn't like
Snatch Game
Snatch
usually
Game?
does.
You know,
It.
it started out,
Mm,
but then afterwards, it the second group kind of blew for me. So overall, I don't know. The Snatch
yeah,
Game just kind of been kind of blah. I mean, just that's
it
just
wasn't it at
we
all.
gonna talk about it. We're gonna dive into. What's up, everybody? It's me again and Maya, and it's time to lean in, bitch. We're here for RuPaul's Drag Race episode 8, I believe, All Star 6,
Yeah.
whatever episode. It don't even matter. We're here to talk about it's Snatch Game, and I ain't really that snatched. You know, in terms
No,
it didn't snatch my wig as far as a Snatch Game. But how you doing, Maya?
I'm good, but I do have to agree. This was not it. And I always look forward to the Snatch Game every season, but this one just didn't do it for me. It
Yeah,
did
I
not.
don't. I just feel like I don't know. I like we talked about this last week. How I was saying I hate Snatch Game of Love. I hate the Snatch Game under
Yeah,
the sea. I just like the regular Snatch Game because it's just like random questions, and I feel like
right.
they've made the Snatch Game of Love a standard for like All Stars under the sea. Like just take it back to
Mm-hmm.
what it used to be. And I get they do switch it up maybe because these individuals have had a regular Snatch Game in the past, so maybe when they come back,
True.
it kind of switches it up. But I'm not really here for it personally. But so this
Mm-mm.
episode to me was only okay. But as far as the winner, I do think the winner we're gonna talk about it should have won, and I do think
Mm-hmm.
that there were some good. There were two good people. I would say two good and
Yes.
two and a possible. It's like we playing spades. It was two and a possible,
Very that.
in my
Yeah.
opinion. So let's just get into it. Let's talk about it. Last week, the Jantasy ended. The Jan said that they
Yeah.
got rid of her because she is a threat, and as Nina Bonita Brown said, delusional. Nobody agrees.
Well.
um, so yeah, I mean that happened. They come into the workroom, they talk about it. It's not really much that they really say in terms of Jan, because honestly, it came down to Jan had been in the bottom so many times. The critiques they were giving her, basically the same thing that RuPaul was saying, they felt the same way. I think that they
Mm-hmm.
all unanimously felt like she just was she wasn't taking the critiques the way that they should have, and so that was that on that. They
Mm-hmm.
praised Trinity for winning
Yep.
twice, but they also mentioned that she's lost both lip syncs.
Which was
Um,
unnecessary.
huh?
They didn't have to say all that.
No, they
They did
did.
not need to say
You
all
know
that.
why they
No, they
did?
didn't.
And I like Trinity. I'm not coming at her no kind of way. But if you haven't noticed, she has been in a little drama online. Have you seen the situation between her and Nina Bonita Brown?
No. What's the
Okay, so
tea?
now, girl, we're gonna talk about it briefly because I mean it was really good.
Okay.
But basically, Trinity and Naisha Lopez from season 8. I think she was like, Naisha
Okay.
Lopez. They had she,
Yeah.
yeah. So there's that terrible little lip sync that she had back then. They were talking about lip sync assassin. Somebody asked about Nina Bonita, and Trinity basically said that Nina was not a lip sync assassin, but I guess in a very shady way. And so I guess the fans sent this stuff to Nina Bonita Brown. And so when she did her Raw view, which she does every week, basically
Mm-hmm.
she went on a rant and was saying like, I've been nice to you. I don't understand this, but she was just basically like, I could eat you up in lip sync any day. She was like, maybe it's
Ooh.
because you hit me up on Grinder and I didn't respond. It was a mess. It was a whole little rant. She went off on Nathan. She went off
Child.
on
Ooh.
Trinity. Nina went off, and she did it all while looking like RuPaul from The Weakest Link, when she was like, Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan. I should have got the pictures over here, but I love
Oh
Nina. I'm
God.
sorry, Nina is like one of my favorites, and I actually watch her Raw views. I also watch her. She does gaming too. So, how you feel about
Oh
that?
yeah.
Just about based on what I told you, you didn't watch. You can always watch it after. But how you feel about that? Because basically, Nina was like, I've supported you and here and there, but like, it's a way to throw shade. But I guess she felt like Trinity was just nasty with it. And the word on the street is Trinity's been like that kind of lately in general. She's under a lot of fire, not even just for this, but because some comments about the baby, just a lot of things. Like, how do you feel about the situation before we get into that? Back to the episode.
Child. Well, You know what? I can see that because Trinity does have a way of saying things that come off a little nasty. Like she's not. I don't think she means it that way,
Yeah,
but her tone of voice
yeah,
comes off that way
yeah.
sometimes. So I could kind of see where that came from. But it's like at the same time, girl, get out your feelings. Like, are they even close like that for her? Because it's different if they was like this, like they homegirls, and you like,
I
oh, you
don't think
talking
they're
about me?
close, and I think I understand more of what Nina was saying because there's a way to say things, throw shade. You're
Yeah,
drag queens. They're drag queens live in a world of
right,
jokes and shade and fun. We get it,
right.
and
That's what
gay
you do.
culture in general. But I think
Hmm.
it was just the way that she said it and how she said it. It was more so. It had a negative
Hmm.
feel. I had to go back and watch it. I
Yeah.
watched this. I think it came out Sunday or
Mm.
Saturday. One of them days. I
Okay.
watched it. You know what I'm saying? And I watched the whole thing. It was like a 40-minute video. It's like she was ranting about Naisha and Trinity for like 30 something minutes.
Ooh,
And then there was 10
I'm
minutes.
about to go watch this.
You should go watch it. It was good. Like I will say the fans were like kind of on more so on Nina's side just because Trinity was kind of like nasty with it. And I didn't see the actual clip, but I did see on
Mm.
Trinity's Instagram a couple days ago, she was like, "Don't tag me and shit" from Nina Brown. I'm like, ooh. So nonetheless, it's
Well.
good. I wanted to just bring that to light just because that's basically what she was saying. She was just saying, like, girl,
Hmm.
Trinity, I mean, Nina said in her thing, she was like, girl, you not a lip sync assassin. You've lost both your lip syncs. So you're not an assassin. She said she would eat her up as Whitney. It was a lot. It was a lot. She was going in. This is going in. So watch it afterwards. Back to
Well.
this actual episode. So you're like, yeah,
Yes.
after the elimination, they praise Trinity for that. They talk about Pandora not speaking up or whatever, which they've said many
Mm.
times. And then of course they
Yeah.
introduced that Snatch game is going to happen. Um, and yeah, like I said, we are what is it? This Snatch game of love, which like
Ugh.
I don't really like it, but it is what it
No.
is. So let's talk about the actual Snatch game. We can just go right into it. There was no mini challenge, nothing like that. Trinity was they do it in threes, obviously. So six and three and
Hmm.
three. Trinity was Whitney Houston.
Hmm.
Kylie Sonique was Dolly Parton, and I don't remember the name for Ginger Minch. You know the name?
Phyllis Diller.
Okay, right.
Mhm.
Thoughts on their little round and session of Snatch Game? What are your thoughts?
Well, since we on the topic of Trinity K. Bonet, she blew it. And I hate that she went into the Snatch game already knowing kind of like she knew she wasn't going to excel in this. But
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if you know you're not going to excel in the Snatch game, you need to pick a character that's easy to go over the top.
Yeah,
Like with Whitney Houston, she was a character back in
he
the
was a
day,
character.
really.
But she's more
She
of a
is a
character. He
character.
didn't even choose the right Whitney Houston. That I mean, it didn't really matter. She could have made
Exactly.
Whitney Houston her own Whitney Houston. I'll say that. But
Yes.
yeah,
I think the issue with like playing Whitney Houston is like you gotta tiptoe around like the drug references
yeah,
and things
exactly.
like that. And Bobby Brown. And there's just especially now that she's passed, there's just certain things that people feel like are off limits when it comes to Whitney Houston. So I feel like she's just someone you shouldn't do in a snatch game. Her look was great though.
Woo.
I will give her that.
Girl, I'm going all around, girl. Hold up. I didn't lost the picture I was looking for.
I ain't
Okay, I'm
seen
listening. Go
nothing.
ahead. Go ahead.
Mind my business.
Go
But
ahead.
yeah, the look was good. I will give her that. The look was good. Of course, Ginger Minj is gonna act the fool. Is what she does. I don't even know. I've always heard the name Phyllis Diller, but I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
But even if you don't know who the person is, Ginger's gonna get you into it. So
Yeah.
Ginger did Ginger, and then I was very surprised with Sonique. I love Dolly Parton,
Mm-hmm.
so I liked seeing her play Dolly Parton because I don't think we've seen anybody actually be Dolly Parton in the Snatch game. Like we saw Trixie be Dolly Parton in that Rusical challenge, but nobody actually played Dolly Parton from what I remember.
Yeah.
And so I think it was good with her little jokes because Dolly loves a good joke.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was good.
I thought that they was so my notes, and I didn't write a lot. What I want to say about Trinity is that I didn't like that. I don't care that you come in, whatever, but at the same time, this is a serious competition at this
Yeah.
moment, and the fact that she just kind of like knew she was gonna do bad and was okay with it, and just kind of gave up. It's like she didn't even care.
Yeah,
Like
she
she kept
did.
breaking character many times. There's nothing wrong with that. She kept breaking character. I felt like they should have read her. RuPaul should have gave her.
Mm.
We were rooting for you because it's like it's almost like
Yeah.
she knew that she wasn't going nowhere, and I hate that because she's won 2 challenges, and I get it, but you need to continue the competition as if you still want to be
Yeah.
there. You know what I'm saying?
She
So
didn't even try. That
he
was the
didn't try.
thing.
It was a hot ass
Mm-mm.
mess. And then
Terrible.
Ginger and Kylie dominated. I thought that Ginger made sure
Mhm.
that she brought the win home for that group because
Yeah.
she was working overtime. Like any moment before, I
Yes.
guess between RuPaul speaking and them, she made it about not about her, but she threw something out. You know what I'm saying? And I like that she was
She
throwing
was
things
bringing it.
out with Sonique, and Sonique was catching and throwing it back. It was a good little
Yeah.
like they had a good little dynamic. Like I was very surprised that Sonique did
Yes.
so well. And I was happy.
Yeah.
Like she did a really good job. So honestly, I didn't know who was gonna win. I felt like it would be Ginger, just
Mm.
because. But I really feel like RuPaul laughed harder at Dolly. I like
I did
Dolly's
too.
character more. I felt like Dolly. I don't know. I don't really know who this character is for Ginger, but I would have given it to Kylie Sonique Love, honestly, just because.
Definitely.
And maybe that's because I know
Definitely.
Dolly more. I don't know, but that's just me.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe we're biased. Yeah, because I don't know nothing about Phyllis Diller, but I know a lot about Dolly Parton. So
yeah.
I love that. And even like how you said they were going back and forth with each other. And Poe Trinity, it was like monkey in the middle
The
because them
gag,
two
the
was
gag
just
is
back and forth
Ginger.
and she had nothing.
Ginger was being a better Whitney than she was.
Yes, and was. And that's a
I'm
problem.
like, she didn't came up here with this. It's not right, but it's okay. Look, and just sat there. She looked good, but
Very.
no, no,
It wasn't.
to the
No.
bottom. And then so that's the actual picture here. Then we had the second group was Eureka as Divine, Pandora as Kim Cantrell, and then Raja as Latoya Jackson. What did we think about them?
Now, I had a very big problem with their group because I am a huge Sex and the City fan,
Yeah.
and Samantha Jones is my favorite character in TV history.
Oh.
And Pandora, I love Kim Cattrall. I love Samantha Jones. Very adamant about this. Pandora did not do my girl any justice.
Yeah.
She didn't have the voice right. She
No.
didn't do any of Samantha's little one-liners or her mannerisms and just exuding this vibe that is Samantha Jones that everybody knows and loves. And I think that's the issue because when you do beloved characters like that, everybody knows who that person is supposed to be, how
Exactly.
they act, how they
Yeah.
talk, what everything. And when you can't deliver, you need to let it go. Just like how people always have issues with like doing Golden Girls characters, things like that. There's just certain people that have so many nuances about them that
Yeah.
if you cannot nail it, you need to sit back. And so I was very upset because what she said she was doing, Kim Cattrall, I was like, oh, yes, I love it. And
I
then
was
as soon as she
excited
started,
for
I was like,
her.
no.
I was excited for her because she's a comedy. She's a comedy queen. So I was like, okay, Snatch Game.
Yes.
She won't do terrible. She'll at least be in the middle, or she'll do good. Child, you know what?
Something.
That middle seat. When you sit in that middle seat of Snatch Game of Love, you do terrible. That's why Trinity and Pandora end up in the bottom.
Yeah.
I felt that they were okay. I felt that Eureka was just kind of weird.
It's a
You know,
little over the top
a
because
little. I mean, and I hate to say that for her because she has in the past, but I do feel like she was being the same as she's been. They probably. I'm surprised they haven't given Eureka the same critique that about Jan like too much. Because Eureka be a lot.
I am too.
She be a lot, and in this scene, I felt like she was definitely a lot. I felt like she was just loud, and it was kind of, especially when you do have not necessarily Pandora's mute ass, but you got Raja over here. Raja over here playing a character with a soft voice, so it's kind of difficult.
Right.
But I'm glad that Raja was able to push through. I didn't really find her. I didn't really find her to be
Raja
funny.
cracks me up.
She
I'm not
cracked
gonna
me
lie.
up on
Raja
some
cracks me
scenes.
up.
She had RuPaul laughing, so I was excited that RuPaul was laughing because she played a nice little a safe role for Latoya. She didn't do anything over the.
Yeah.
She played more like ditzy, quiet, soft spoken, Latoya,
Yeah.
and it worked. But yeah, the gag about this was that they didn't choose a winner. And it's
I
funny that
know.
they was like nobody, the lover was like you didn't want nobody. I'm like, child, it's because RuPaul said y'all didn't do as good as the first group, so we ain't gonna choose no winner. Because usually in Snatch Game of Love they choose a winner in both. But
Right.
there's a winner of the challenge, obviously, and child. I think they should have put Sonique over here with this group and then Ginger over there. But then again, we wouldn't have got the good little battle showdown that we got in the first group. So yeah,
No.
so I'll just say it was cool. Thank you, Ginger. Thank you, Sonique, for saving Snatch Game or somewhat Snake saving a child because it was about to be a flop.
Yeah, it was definitely gonna be a flop.
Mm.
So shout out to them. Little shout out to Raja because I feel
Roger
like
did good.
honestly she carried enough for the group
She was safe.
because Pandora gave nothing
She was safe.
and Eureka gave way too much.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah.
I agree. And so then we go to the runway. So the runway was pop art. First of all, I want to say RuPaul looked a fucking amazing in her
Yes. Oh my
sparkly dress,
God.
her white hair. I should have got a picture of it. I didn't get it. She looked good.
Oh,
She looked good a lot this season,
gorgeous.
but she looked really good. I was like, come
Mhm.
on, Ru.
That
I
dress
love
was
to see.
everything.
It was everything. They getting her. She looks very
Hmm.
young. She's, they're dressing her up as,
Yes.
as like the icon she is, not this old gaudy ass shit. So kudos to the team that she's working.
Yes.
So the runway was pop art, which is like ode to like what pop art is, and I'm kind of I
Hmm.
was kind of let down by the runway because I feel like
Yeah, me
most of the
too.
queens wore
Had the same outfit.
the same outfit, same concept. Andy Warhol. I just was like, there's so much more to pop
I
art.
was
So let's
bored.
just go
Oh my
through this
God.
tab because honestly, I'm not.
Oh
I don't really. There were no toots for me. I'm just saying,
no.
but I'm gonna go through it. So then we had Miss Ginger. She got on boots again. Fucking boots. Fucking boots. She almost looked like Candy Muse right there. I saw a little Candy Muse, but that's just me.
Mm,
What you think about anything you want
yeah.
to add?
I will say out of the four outfits that were the same,
You like?
hers was the best.
Okay.
I will say
Well, let me look again. Let's see.
That's all I got to say about it. I
Uh,
liked hers the
uh,
best.
it was okay. She was the wackiest with it. Yeah. You
Yeah.
know. Then you have Eureka. I kind of like Eureka's. I like
I
the,
like the
the
hair.
earrings. I like the color underneath. I think it was a little. It wasn't. I mean, it was pop art, but it was still kind of cute. If I had to choose between hers or what's her name, Ginger, I would choose Eureka's. I like that she has a little powder baby blue underneath. You know what I'm saying? I like that hair. It was exaggerated. That's just me. I don't know.
Yeah, I love the hair. It was given very Ariana Grande. We stand Ariana Grande.
Only
Um, um, I don't know. I didn't like the bag. Maybe that's what it was. And I did agree. I think it was Carson that said it that it would have been better had she had the same hair as on the dress.
yeah.
That could have maybe pushed her up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But meh.
Yeah. Okay. Then Miss Pandora box. Which is in the same kind of little
Mm-mm.
floky little outfit. She had something underneath it, but what do you think about hers? I didn't like it.
No, I didn't like it. I liked the little box purse,
Uh huh.
but other than that, I didn't like it. I can't even put my finger on it. I just did not like it.
Mm. Oh, go through it. Raja, who is in purple again, I'm going to say that I know it's her signature, but I'm tired of seeing purple. Um, she had a, she. It was only who was it? Who didn't have their face on there? Was it her? So Nick, I don't know. But anyway, what you think
Oh
about?
yeah. No, it wasn't pop art.
She
Um,
had some more color.
even though yeah, it just I don't know, it wasn't it for me. Even though I'm not gagging because I say that all day, every
I
day.
thought
But
about you when I saw that. I'm not gagging. Yeah,
yeah, as
that's
soon
her
as she
line.
came out, I was like, yes.
That's her line.
But but it was just a no. It was a no for me.
Mm. Trinity K. Bonet, Miss Black Lives Matter.
Okay.
Did you like?
I did. I was about to say this was my favorite, but I was about to lie. I liked this. I love that she did the pop art makeup. I feel like that's what a lot of people were missing. Like nobody else did that. I
Yeah.
even like how the hair was kind of structured. Like you know how Afro puffs usually are um not crinkly, but like you could see the phrase of the curls from the side of the puffs. Hers was just
Mm.
round. Like it was like a little ball on her head. Those were cute. I like the dress and like the detailing of like the names and trans lives matter and things like that. So it was a good concept and it wasn't like everybody else's.
Yeah, it
So she
was.
get
She
a
was the
treat
only
just for
person
that.
that did not have her face on her. So I had to give
Yes.
kudos to her. I didn't notice detail in the makeup. So I would say I wasn't. It didn't make me go, "Oh my god!" But I will say
No.
it was the only one that made me go, "Hmm." Everybody else, I was just
Yeah.
like, "Meow, meow,
Exactly. Yeah.
meow."
Same.
That's just me. And yeah, everybody else, I'm not gagging. That was my thing.
No.
And then Miss Kylie Sonique Love,
Okay.
it was cool. I will say it was a different concept from the others. She had her
Yes.
face on her. And so because of that, just Miss not Jessica Rabbit, but she had that whole look like she about to sing or whatever. I would take it and I would say I liked hers next to Trinity. Between those two, I would say they gave us something different. And it was like,
Mhm.
oh, but I just wasn't wow. I'm glad that it like everybody else went to the same designer.
Yeah, like people weren't thinking outside of the box. Like, of
No.
course, you think pop art and you think Andy Warhol, so then you do the Andy Warhol esque
Andy Warhol is
design.
probably rolling it in his grave.
Oh, he got to be because that was a hot mess. But but Sonique looked good. I love the color scheme on her. She looked gorgeous. I wasn't too fond of the wig though. Like something about that hairline was real harsh.
Ooh, let me go back.
Um, yeah,
Well, I ain't got no close up picture because I couldn't. They didn't. I didn't get. I can get one, but yeah, I have to look.
yeah, because I like how she had like that little wispy bang,
Yeah.
but I saw that thick hairline on that wig. That was the only thing I could say. But she looks good. And this I feel like is the most clothes we've seen her in, and she still looks good. I'm living
This
for
might be the
that.
most close. Yeah, she's definitely stepping it up more now.
Yes.
She is.
Yes. Because I
But
just thought
I'm,
she was just gonna give us body, but she's been proving me wrong.
yeah.
I'm starting to like her a lot more. So yeah,
Well,
she was
from
really
the
good.
from the challenge and from the runway, the winner of the challenge of this week was Miss Ginger Minge, and why I put Jan. And the bottom, I said Jan. The bottom was Pandora and Trinity. And so Trinity is in the bottom again. This is Pandora's second time in the bottom in back to back. And
Hmm.
in this moment, honestly, I would have just pulled. I mean, I'm not saying Trinity is like Manila level because she's not that great in terms of like where Manila was in the
Yeah.
competition. But I would have definitely.
Hmm.
She's obviously at this point the front runners. I would have sent her ass home. But they probably didn't send her home
Yeah.
because they know that she's not the true threat like it seems to be. I like Trinity, but I do feel like that this episode was like a letdown. She really just because of the way she performed, she should be going home. She just completely gave up. So, and I understand like in this
Yeah.
moment she's like banking on I have two wins, I have two wins. That don't mean shit.
No, it don't.
That
Sure
don't mean.
don't.
Um,
Mm-mm.
and Pandora, she's been in the bottom twice. I mean, I get it. There really is no true debate, but there is a debate because it comes down to do we want to send home the front runner? Or do we want to send home somebody that we know we can send home soon? You know what I'm saying? That's not a true threat. So, I mean, obviously they go the other route. But I do want to talk about the moment where Eureka called out Pandora. And this is funny because I feel like I'm having deja
Hmm.
vu. I feel like she's heard this before. People feel like she's taking over the scene. She's loud. Silky's heard this before. You know,
Hmm.
how did you feel about the way that she called out Pandora? Pandora, because she said she was standing up for herself. Do you really feel like she was standing up for herself?
No, she was making an excuse that she did a terrible Samantha Jones
Oh,
because
no.
you
I'm talking
can't.
about. I'm talking about Eureka. How do you feel like she was standing up
Oh,
by calling out Pandora?
yes, because Pandora shouldn't have said nothing, but
Yeah,
she was saying she felt like she couldn't do, because she was trying to focus on coming back to like how Kim Cattrall will react to Divine.
yeah.
That that's an excuse. Like you just and so I'm glad Eureka said something because it's like that's not Eureka's job to make you feel comfortable in your performance.
Mm-hmm.
This is a competition.
Yeah.
That's not Eureka's fault.
Yeah.
You need to do better. So
I
I'm
agree.
glad Eureka said
I'm
something.
glad she said something, but I mean, Eureka has heard that before. I mean, she's
She
not
has.
overbearing but at the same time, no one should have to dim their light. But I just feel like
No.
sometimes her character, her character was a little
It
whoa.
was a little wild.
It wasn't like, for example, with Ginger, she dominated, but it wasn't like aggressive. I felt like Eureka was kind of aggressive. Maybe she was using her character more too. But it's Eureka, so what do you really expect?
Yeah. But I mean, even some of the jokes were like a little too far. Like when she said
Yeah,
something
they
to
was
Latoya, like I wish he would have Joe Jackson would have shook up her mama or choked her out or something like that.
right.
It's like, come
And
on
I'm
now. You know Joe
surprised that
Jackson
they
was
didn't
beating
say
them.
anything because usually when queens do that, they're like, there's a difference between humor and harsh, kind of like when they had those comedy shows.
Exactly.
But they didn't say that.
Yes.
They didn't say much of nothing this damn episode that they could have said. I'm surprised. The
No.
judging must be
Yeah.
real nice because it's the pandemic, but they need to bring back some of the real judging that we used to, in my opinion.
Okay, yeah. The judges was trying to keep it cute because there was a lot that could have been said about a lot of people. But yeah, Eureka, she was really aggressive in the
Yeah.
way that she was like projected some of her jokes and things like that. But that's not her fault. And Pandora should have did a better job in
Yeah,
Snatch Game.
Pandora did bad. She had a great character, bad performance. Sorry.
Exactly. Oh,
Um.
terrible.
So the lip sync assassin this week was Heidi in the closet. Do you think she's a lip sync assassin?
No. I like Heidi though,
I love Heidi. I
but
don't know if I would have. She did great. I would have probably brought Heidi as a lip sync assassin for All Stars 9.
yeah,
Like it's too soon. I mean, she did lip sync herself out of many lip syncs, but at this
true.
point, they have so much to pull from. I guess they just running out of choices. So they brought Heidi in closet in. She looked great. She looked great.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell that glow up when she comes back to All Stars. She gonna be good.
Oh yeah.
I hope I'm just gonna do well. The song, I don't remember the song, but the lip sync itself.
Yeah.
What song was it?
Sugar Walls by
Yeah, yes.
Sheeta Easton. Yes.
That was a cool little song.
Yeah, it was all right.
No, it was just all right. Ginger looked the best she's ever looked, in my opinion.
Yeah, I liked her little outfit.
Her outfit, everything, she looked good, and she didn't have a boot on.
She didn't have a boot on.
So I was excited to see what the song was what it was. I was like, okay, she looked very cute to me. But what were your thoughts on the lip sync itself?
I personally liked Heidi better. I feel
Yeah.
like she should have won had that bun not prematurely fell off her head.
Well, it was a part of the reveal.
But she didn't reveal it. It fell off.
It did fall off. You're right.
So
What's
if she
going on?
had actually revealed it like it was supposed to,
Yeah.
I feel like she should have won. Because even I personally, I'm not a big fan of Ginger's lip sync style. Like she's a great lip syncer, don't get me wrong. But I feel like in lip syncs when like people are doing all these flips and tricks and things like that, and she like tries to be funny and act like she can't do it too. And it's like, yeah, we know you can't do it too, but like she do that every lip sync.
I agree.
Like people do all the splits and all that, and she be like, "Oh, I can't do it." I'm tired of seeing it. She's been doing that every single time she's been on Drag Race.
They giving her these wins, and she getting all this damn money. At this point, she didn't won $50,000.
Okay, right.
She won the bank when the lip sync assassins had won twice in a row. Then she got 30,000. And then she won this one where Trinity lost last time, so that means 20,000. But girl, at this point, you don't need the crown. Go home.
No, she don't need no crown. At this point, you done got half the prize money already.
But yeah, I didn't really care for the lip sync. I was kind of, it's like, oh God, Heidi. Now, first of all, she moved maybe for the first move she made, the fucking bun thing started to come down. And I'm like, it literally, as I said to myself, now, she must got some good stuff up there to keep this thing up there to be performing in this. And then it falls off. And the look was cute. She was looking like somebody I bought a comeback child. I don't know. Like,
it was.
Dale. I don't know what was going on, but I was just upset. Like, okay, we just had this wig shit last week, and Heidi, you didn't let this thing fall off. Like, girl, at this point, you're not gonna win.
And I'm not gonna even lie. As soon as I saw her come out, I'm like, now why out of all wigs, she picked this big old wig on the top of her head? Because I feel like when people wear wigs like that, they're not gonna be able to move like how they want to.
She should have just started the lip sync just standing there and kind of like went into it, so she
Yes.
moving, and then she just whoosh. But she just started immediately when it came on. She was just like, what the
Immediately trying to cut up in that little bun slid right off
I'm
her
like,
head.
that bun
It's
came
like,
right off.
come on, Heidi.
That little stack of pancakes and whoosh. I was like,
But
no, Heidi, no. But it was good to see her. I'm sure we'll see her on
yes.
All Stars. Ginger won. And I mean, Pandora goes home. And I mean, at this point, yeah.
I mean, it was her time. Like I said, I felt personally victimized by that Samantha Jones performance. So I was like, oh yeah, she gotta go. She gotta go.
Yeah.
So,
it was Pandora's
but
time.
it was her time anyway.
She made it a lot longer than she should have. She wasn't terrible, but she always slid under the radar. Same with Eureka. You know, well, Eureka's been doing okay. She just hasn't won anything, so that's why it's just like, okay. But that's the end of the episode. That was pretty much it. It was an okay episode. I felt like it was an okay Snatch game, and honestly, I'm gonna keep watching the season. Of course, I love Drag Race, but with who's left, I hope Raja brings it home. Nobody else is like giving me any excitement right now. I'm kind of like bored in a sense, you know. I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah, like I really can't see anybody except Raja getting the crown.
I mean, I can see Ginger, but I don't want it.
I could see it, but I don't want it.
Yeah, I don't want it. I don't. Sorry, Ginger.
No, sorry, not sorry. I don't want you to have the crown.
Yeah, I don't see it. So if Ginger got it, I'll be like, okay, whatever. But if Raja got it, I'll be like, yes, bitch.
Yes, okay, exactly.
Right.
So
we'll see. We'll see. And with that being said, of course, we're going to lean out. We have covered everything in this episode. You can catch myself and Maya for the next few weeks of this. I think they have maybe 4 episodes left.
And still this twist.
Oh, this twist! You know what?
Jesus Christ!
I haven't said anything yet, so I forgot about that fucking twist. Oh my god, we got.
Because they taking so long.
This season is just too damn long, child. It's like the last one. These Drag Race seasons are getting so long, child. It's almost damn fall. So I don't know. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna be here for episode 9 next week, and I think the next one is the next challenge I read up on it is a challenge where they have to come up with a superhero or some character and design.
Oh yes,
it's something like that. So we'll see. It's a design challenge. That's basically what it is. So I don't know who's gonna take this home. Raja is definitely a great designer, so it could be her.
She's gonna come with her purple.
Pretty could right. Lord, I hope it ain't purple. Child.
You know
it's gonna be purple. But yeah, we're gonna get out of here. You can find myself and Maya on Instagram at StupidWildTez or at Maya Taught You or at Lean Blog. Of course, if you like this video, go below, hit the thumbs up. If you don't like the video, still hit the thumbs up because you don't want to be a hater because it's 2021. Okay?
We don't do that.
We don't do that at all. So with that being said, we're gonna leave now. Y'all have a good rest of y'all Thursday night, and we will see y'all next week for episode 9.
Yeah.
Good night.